President Obama's Treasury Secretary Larry Summers critiquing President Trump's 2018 budget, as well as OMB Director Mick Mulvaney's defense of that budget with our own Maria Bartiromo. Take a look.
Director Mulvaney is being dishonest.
What was dishonest about what he said?
Because he's suggesting that we had used the same practice as their practice. They are the first to depart from what the whole big world thinks.
What happens when the whole big world is wrong, as Larry Summers was when he predicted that the Obama economy would grow at 4.5%.
Joining us
now to weigh in, Republican Congressman and member of the House Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure, Brian Babin. Congressman, the Obama economy actually grew at 2.1%, which is pathetic. When you look at historical averages. Larry said it would grow at 4.5%, and now he is calling this budget dishonest, to which you say what?
I say malarkey. Just take it for what it's worth, with a grain of salt, what he says. I am very, very pleased. I want to commend the president on this budget. It's a budget that lives within our means. It pluses up our military, our border security, and puts us on a sustainable path, a 10-year balanced budget, something we have never seen from President Obama in any of his budgets, which never balanced as far as we could see out there.
And Congressman, it is still a $4 trillion a year budget. $4 trillion a year, and we just heard from a congresswoman who was complaining that people are going to be driven out of their homes by it.
Again, I think it's just poppycock. That is hype. We've seen huge increases in these types of programs through the Obama years, and now we're going to have to start living within our means. You know, I have 13 grandchildren, David, and we are just simply going to have to stop mortgaging their future. We've got to start living within our means on a sustainable path. This budget will balance, as I said, for the first time. We haven't seen this in many years, and I'm very pleased.
Well, Congressman, one group that probably will be hurt directly by this budget would be all those lobbyists inside the Beltway, and I'm sure they are out in force. You're kind of new to this business of being inside the Beltway. Have you seen the lobbyists? Are they scrambling like roaches when you turn the light on?
You know, it's a complete different world inside the Beltway here, coming from East Texas, where I'm from. I represent part of Houston over to Louisiana. I have 9 counties. And that's the real world out there. And those are the people that are having to pay these taxes and having to pay for programs that they don't benefit from. And we've seen out-of-control growth in Medicaid, especially this expanded Medicaid. So it's high time that we start reining some of this stuff in, putting work requirements back into welfare. Yeah. It just makes sense. It's common sense. And so I applaud the president, and I'm looking forward to seeing a budget like this put into practice.
By the way, those work requirements were put in place by a Democrat, President Clinton, with a Republican congressman, and they worked tremendously well. Got a lot of people off the welfare rolls and raised people out of poverty. Congressman, we've got to leave it at that. Thank you very much for joining us. Brian Babin, appreciate it.
Thank you, David.